Awesome. Beautiful.
Okay. So on the main page of uregina.ca, click on the apply button.
Mm-hmm.
You do have to scroll down, and the easiest way to get to the application, online application, is to click here for apply now for admission.
Mm-hmm.
Ignore my credentials there, my login, and all my applications, because this is where I've just been messing around.
Neat.
So
if a student doesn't have an account yet,
yeah,
if in that previous one there was a thing that said, like, if you don't have at the bottom there, first time user account creation, there, that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is where you would create a login ID and PIN number.
Okay.
If they don't have a student ID number.
And then it gets changed out after?
Yeah, it would be switched over with their student ID account.
So after creating so you just put in some kind of create a login ID?
Yeah, it looks like the PIN that they use, sorry, or the login ID
Is all numbers.
It's all numbers, and it has to be 9 numbers long.
Okay.
And after they create that login ID and PIN numbers, their PIN number also has to be numbers.
Okay.
And sometimes they want you to use up to like 20 numeric characters, which could be insane.
Yeah, what he said, the fellow, one guy that I talked to said, use your phone number.
Yeah.
At least
somebody's memorable phone number,
yeah.
Like home phone number from way. I always suggest like a phone number from way back in the day when we all had landlines.
Exactly.
Okay, so if we log in, oh, another session is active. Sorry, I got to start all over again here.
No worries.
Another session was active. Just gonna... I have another window open. Sorry, I'm just closing.
No worries. No worries.
No, I don't have another browser here.
Log out
right there. Okay, let's try that. Yeah. Sorry, Shannon, I'm just gonna have to open up the browser all over again.
No worries.
It only happens when we're recording.
Oh, of course.
Okay, let's stop recording and start all over again.
Okay, hold on here. Stop recording. Okay.
So you click on apply. Scroll down. And click on apply now for admission. Log in. Select new app, create a new application. And they would have to click on undergraduate, unless of course they are a former graduate of ours. And the application type that I imagine a lot of them are either mature students or they're admits, right? Returning back to complete a certificate.
Yeah.
Let's just click on mature student just to show you where to find the IJC. So you have to select the admission term right here. So it just depends on like when the student is planning on applying. So if it's for the fall, then they're going to check that off. But if they're planning on starting in the winter, then they would check off the winter term. Let's just, for learning purposes, click on the fall. And And so this is like a lot of the just basic personal information that a student would have to verify. I don't want to go into my own personal
Yeah.
details, but it's general information. I would say that the one area most applicants would get stuck is
Mhm.
at the planned program of study.
Mhm.
So this is where you want to be able to coach them through this part. So when selecting the campus, make sure they select First Nations.
Mhm.
And when they're selecting the planned program of study, you do have to scroll down, and I believe it's under Indigenous.
Journalism,
Right here,
communication. There we go.
Indigenous Journalism and Communication Certificate.
Beautiful.
So sometimes, Shannon, they're looking for a certificate or they're looking
Ah,
for journalism. Make sure that they're looking for Indigenous journalism.
perfect.
And there's a priority here. So if it's like their first or second choice, when it's basically just giving them the option to list it as a first choice
Okay.
program study. And
And then that's it. And then continue or finish or
so this is something that I haven't seen on an application before, and I imagine it's because we're clicking on certificate. So there's
yeah.
a next program here.
So they might want to do diploma, for example. Like they could do the Inca diploma second.
It looks like they can't leave it blank.
Oh, okay. So Indigenous Communication Arts.
I would suggest that they list the journalism as their first and second choice, because that's all that they're wanting to do. Unless, of course, they want to do a diploma or
A lot of them are,
another
yeah,
arts degree.
a lot of them were heading for Inca after. So
Yeah.
and I saw the Inca diploma on there.
Yep.
So
So if
that
you're heading for a diploma later, then absolutely, I would tell them to select Faculty of Arts, Indigenous Communication Arts
beautiful.
as a second choice.
Okay.
And then when you continue, if they're not, you can look up their high school code right here. So, if it's been a long time, I usually always recommend students still enter in their high school information. So they can look up their high school code by just clicking on this. You select your province, your country, and then there's an area here which lists cities and their province. So, and then this is where you go and click on the city. So just depends on where they took or graduated from school,
And
right?
it actually
It'll list all of the schools in that region.
cool.
So a lot of it is just following directions from here. If we go back to the checklist, I just want to show you previous college. If they have no prior experience with attending a college or a university institution, I always tell them to leave this blank. You don't do anything here.
Okay.
This is not required information, unless, of course, they attended somewhere. Okay. And that's it.
That's amazing. And then just hit finish or application is complete.
Yeah. So you would need to go through all of these,
Right.
make sure that they all have check marks on here.
Okay.
And then once it's complete, application is complete and it gets submitted to admissions. And then it's their application is reviewed from enrollment services.
Perfect. Oh, that's so helpful.